Hey everyone, Seelie here. I haven't really done anything like this before. I keep saying I wanted to, so I'm gonna do one today. I went to locals today instead of streaming, which I do every Tuesday. And I just want to do like a little bit of a short report and just go over what I played. Normally I've played like tier elements for like a year now, but I finally talked myself into playing something else because the new Fire King stuff came out, and it gave me an excuse to play some of the Snake Eye stuff, which I wanted to try for a while. So I'll waste no further time and try to get into it. All right. So starting off, we have the heart and soul of what has dealt the most damage to my wallet with two Diabellstar, and then the Snake Eye portion is just one Ash and one Snake Eyes Flamberge Dragon. This guy's great when you don't open him. I opened him like 3 out of my like 7 games I played today. It's pain. And then on to the Fire Kings package. We got 3 Ponics. He does everything. He gets you to the custom card, which gets you to the field spell, which does everything. Then we have 3 of our pink elephant boy Arvada. The fact that you can just normal summon a monster negate is kind of nuts. If your hand is crazy, you can just summon him out, and then whatever they have needs to be like imperm to answer you. And sure, there's the spell negate guy, but he's like a one of. He's okay. On to some of our bigger boys. We have 3 Kieran. This guy's a quick effect. He's nuts. I hadn't gotten much chance to practice, so I lost to the mirror in round 1 for not realizing this. I can't read, as is per tradition if you play this game. And then 2 big Garunics. He's pretty good. This deck does have a little bit of an issue trying to get into the rank 8, but it's not like a huge priority. You're mostly trying to like link climb, so you're not really trying to go like pop Kier and get old Garunix back. I'm not playing any of him in here. No board wipe guys. No old Garunix. No Sacred Phoenix and Nephthys. Although some people are playing that and it sounds really funny. And then for one ofs, we have 1 Barong and 1. What the hell is this guy's name again? 1 Rangbali. All right. Yeah, so he's the spell negate guy. He comes up sometimes. He is able to summon himself if one of your guys is popped, unlike our elephant lad. It came up like once, and then the only monster hand traps we're playing are just 3 Ash Blossom and Joyous Spring. It's pretty good, this format. And now we get into spells, and with spells comes pain. There is 3 Wanted, Seeker of Sinful Spoils. I wish I bought these months ago, because I traded for one of them, and then I had to spend way too much on the other 2. Thankfully, they're like going back down, and I didn't get them at like the 120 that people were buying them for. And then 1 original Sinful Spoils Snake Eye, just to get your Ash, or get Ponyx if your hand isn't good enough to get Ash. 3 Tenki. Card's nuts. You just search one of your negate guys, depending on what you're like the most afraid of that turn. And then, let me try to not drop everything. And then the actual custom card from this is Fire King Sanctuary, because just being able to go place the field spell, and it's a quick Xyz, and the quick Xyz is a field nuke, which against anything that's not the mirror or Unchained is like crazy. I guess tier element's also a thing you don't really want to make it into. And then just 2 of the original Fire King Island. You don't really want to open it. You mostly want to find it with Sanctuary, so you don't want to play 3. I don't think needing the 3rd one ever came up. And then we've got 3 Prospy. Forgive me for the mismatch. We didn't pull a 3rd secret. And then 2 Skyburn. This is really good. I like this one a lot, especially because like you can target some of your guys, and then you could Kieran pop one of the targets. You still get to pop the same number of cards on your opponent's side of the field. So I did have that come up in one game where I played against, like, I think it was the FTK, the Horus Volcanic Snake Eye one. The guy never got the FTK off on me, but I did have one turn in battle phase where this went crazy because I went target two of my guys, pop Garunix with Kieran, summon Kieran, and then like throw four guys out of my graveyard onto the board. And then the only trap that we are playing in the main deck is just 3 Imperm. Some lists I saw were main decking Nib, but I have him in the side. He didn't come up once today. There's a field center. It's just literally me. Don't worry about it. And then sideboard is just 3 Thrust, 3 Talents. These were like the main things that really came in today. It was usually some combination of those and a card we'll get to in a sec. We're on 3 Skill Drain because like 90% of the deck happens in the graveyard. You really don't care about too much. You can just play Big Stompy as your main plan. I sided it in against Exo Sister in round 2. Didn't see it. I still beat him. And then Heart and Soul of being forced to go second. 3 evenly matched. Came up a couple times. Cards cracked. And then lastly, 3 Nibiru. And that rounds up the side deck. Go move this to the side. We'll go through the extra real quick. We have some rank 4s. None of these came up. I usually banish them for Prosby. There's a world in which you can make these, but like your rank 4 access is pretty hard to get into. And you're usually overlaying your negate guys for it, which you don't really want to do. And then we've got our big boy, Garunix Eternity. The card's nuts. It summons. It dark holes everything else. You can detach to pop stuff. If it gets popped when it has material, you just get the material back. Actual custom cards in this structure. 1 Typhon didn't come up today. There was a scenario in which I could have made it, but I had better plays. There was like 1 turn against Exo Sister where if I drew really bad, I could have tried to make it, but I don't think he was in and out of his extra deck enough times. Onto our links. We got 1 Anima, 1 Lingy. Didn't make them. I'm sure, you know, in the scenario where you can, it's great. I just didn't have a point where I needed to get like a Ponix or an Ash off the field. Actual MVP, SP Little Knight. I hate how much this card is. I'm lucky I pulled one. Oh boy. This thing is such a necessity right now. Just being able to make it for interruption, it's nuts. And then our other 2s are just dark. You can make it with Diabell Star, maybe fish something out of their grave to make a better SP. IP, just for the same reason, to make SP, get the banish on your opponent's turn. Hida does the same thing. In the mirror, it's crazy. You can take one of their big guys. Or what I did in one game was take somebody's Ponix and just get my whole combo started with that, which was nuts. But most of the time it was like, make Hida, take your Ash Blossom, and then make SP Little Knight with it, and banish something out of your graveyard. And then we have our big guys. I didn't make a single one of these today. I was like close, but we got 1 access code, 1 Ambler Whale, 1 Underworld Goddess. Oh, and I forgot 2 Xyz. We'll get to them in a sec. There's another rank 8. And 1 more big guy, which I did go into a couple times today. We got Zeus. And then Ding. Dingirsu was alright. Most of the time I made it and it would get negated or something. 9 times out of 10 you're just making this dude so you can swing in and make Zeus. And Zeus was fine. I wouldn't say it was crazy. But I had a lot of fun with this for the first day, even if I had to basically learn the entire deck on the fly. I'm sure I made like tons and tons and tons of misplays. But if this is good, I'll keep making these week by week. The rest of them will probably be shorter because I might just keep playing the same list. But if I end up changing it, I guess I can just go through the whole profile again. So if people like it, just let me know, and I'll keep making them week by week. Goodbye.